Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dexter. And I welcome you back to the Mango Grove for your daily Bitcoin and Chainlink analysis video. Bitcoin leading into the all-important 12-hour close, shaking a lot of traders out, frustrating a lot of traders out. Traders who insist on playing the lower time frames. And yes, guys, the 4-hour time frame is a lower time frame, and you are likely to get chopped up. I've been saying it for over a month now. Play the higher time frames, be patient, and honestly I do believe that's going to be the name of the game for Bitcoin for a while now. Just that patience and that determination, right? And honestly, I do want to give a massive shout out to Felix and even Wouter, right, from the Mango Seed program. Those guys have really been impressing me recently. Firstly, I do want to talk about Felix. This guy has been one of the Mango Seed members he's one of the Mango Seed members who's been in the program since the start of the program, right? He's one of our old school members, and he came into the program knowing nothing, all right? This guy is a teacher and he wanted to learn from scratch, and the level he's at right now is beginning to really shock and impress, right? And the reason it's shocking and impressive is not because it can't be done. It's because of that determination, that patience, and that will to try again, and being patient with your position sizing until you know what, I got this, you know what, I have the confidence, you know what, I can do this now, right? And it's been like a year now since that I've seen this guy do it. He's gone through the modules 3 times, right? He's taking notes, he's talking to me about it while he does, and each time he's learning something new. That patience, guys, that determination, right, that Felix is showing is inspiring even me, right? And I do want to give you a big shout out, Felix. And Wouter, man, I want to talk about this guy. He had a massive win recently, the kind of win that could be life-changing for a lot of people. He is a university student finishing up his master's thesis, and I'm pretty that kind of win can pay for your entire education as well as one more after that. And what impressed me about his win was not anyone can catch a big trade, right? But knowing how to get out of the trade, knowing how to sell at the right time is the hard part. How many of you, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys watching this video have been in that situation where you hold on to a really good win, but you don't know when to sell, right? I've been through those motions too. So Wouter was able to capitalize on the concepts used in that we discussed in the module and know exactly when the right time was to sell. And when he talked to me about that, I was like, man, like on his first go through of the module 2, right, it stuck with his head. His engineering mindset was able to capitalize on that engineering mindset, right? So yeah, I'm just really impressed with both of these guys. Big shout out to both of you. And what did it take? Patience and determination, right? I could go on and on, but yeah, guys, big shout out. And yeah, here we have Bitcoin, who's asking you to do the same thing. Patience and determination, because either way there is a big trade to be had as long as you are patient. If you chase the lower time frames, guys, you will get chopped up, and by the time Bitcoin is ready to make its move, you will have lost all your will, you would have lost all your determination to actually put on the trade to the right side. So don't let that happen to you. Don't be like the rest of the traders in the crypto community. Patience will win you the fruits in the days and the months and the weeks to come, guys. So let's go ahead and see what just happened. Bitcoin already bouncing up to 9,610 actually. I think it went down all the way to 9,400. And again, that was a buy opportunity, and I got a message just before this that someone got wicked out on this trade, right? And I can see why. If you're playing the low time frames, you are going to be facing this kind of pain. Chopped up, chopped down. And yeah, if you switch on over to the high time frame, so you're going to see that all we're doing is going sideways. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And what do you know, guys? Sideways. This action to the upside, breaking this potential symmetrical triangle over here, right, was a fake out. And we were talking about how this major 9,650 region was going to be a force to reckon with. It is a force to reckon with. We broke to the upside. The volume wasn't there though. Dumped with volume on over to the downside though. However, the bulls showed their hand, right? Picking up all of that Bitcoin, all of that opportunity at the 8,600 levels. If you're looking at BitMEX, at the 9,350 levels on the other charts, holding that key monthly level that we've been discussing for a while now. Now my eyes are on this 9,650 level. Can the daily, can the 2-day candles, can the 3-day and the 4-day candles close above? A daily candle closing above is not going to be enough for me, right? If you guys remember all the way since around here, I said that, you know what guys, ever since Bitcoin had this fake out here, I'm going to be more strict on what I'm going to be looking for Bitcoin, for me to get aggressive. And I said I'm going to be shifting those candle closes to the 2-day candle, right? And look at that kind of I don't say diligence, but that prudence paid off. Because if you do remember, I'd hedged my position in these candles over here when we were against that major level, and on this breakout over here I was like, damn, are you serious, Sean? Just the day before you hedge your position, or rather the day after you hedge your position, you have a breakout to the upside. Now again guys, for those of you who have been following me for a while, you guys know that I never get out of my position entirely. I always leave some in, and that kind of helps with the psychology, right? Because if I had actually gotten out of my trade entirely, knowing me, I would have probably wanted to FOMO into my position back in over here, right? But because I had some of my trade, and I'm like, you know what, Sean, let run. If it wants to keep running from here, you have a position in, don't FOMO, wait for the 2-day candle close before you actually get that trade in. And the 2-day candle closed. The 2-day candle never closed above this trend line. We're still holding that trend line really well. So again, that patience, that prudence paid off, right? Yes, every now and then I will get punished for patience, like right over here guys. If you do remember, I was waiting for the 7,300-ish retest, never got it. Krisha took the trade following her system and she got a nice win. It's going to be a give and take every time. You're always going to have to balance between patience and price running away from you, right? But my goal, guys, the way I look at it is, hey, protect your Bitcoin. If the price is running away from you, it doesn't matter. You're making money anyways, and people fail to realize that. If you are holding the underlying in the crypto market, you are making money anyways, right? And we are holding underlying Bitcoin. Well, I am holding underlying Bitcoin at the very least. When it comes to altcoins, it's a little bit different, because unless you are holding spot ADA or Zilliqa or whatever coins that we've been trading recently, right, you don't need to chase the trade on margin. Yeah, but going back to what we were talking about again, guys, I'm going to switch back on over to the daily time frame. Everything is simply going sideways, just like what we alluded to yesterday, right? I said, hey guys, well, I was talking to Krishan, not to you guys, but I said, Krishan, in my opinion, yes, Bitcoin is likely going to go up eventually, and I am looking for that, which is why I did long 9,350. So now, by the way, guys, my position is even bigger than what it was over here. Not only did I unhedge, but I also added to my position at that key 9,350 level. Why 9,350? Well, go ahead and watch our videos. Any video from the past, couple of weeks, we've been eyeing that level because it's a key monthly level, right? And I added to my position over there because I'm looking for Bitcoin to eventually go up. I don't know when it's going to happen, but in my opinion, it's going to take some time going sideways. Or rather, yesterday I thought it was going to take some time. Take some time going sideways before the play towards the upside plays out. I'm actually beginning to wonder. We may actually see the move sooner than later, depending on how this candle closes today, because this is a really good pickup from over here. However, let's wait for it. I do think that the opportunities are in altcoins, which is why I've been playing XTZ, right? I posted a video on that earlier this morning. Please go ahead and check that out. I've been building a position on XTZ, add to that position today too. Hey, who knows, if Bitcoin actually decides to go to the upside, it either may help XTZ or wreck XTZ, right? Interested in seeing how that plays out. I'm also in a link position, so interested in seeing how that plays out. And I think as long as Bitcoin goes sideways, we are going to see opportunities in the altcoin market. But hey, as soon as Bitcoin starts closing high time frame candles above this region over here, guys, altcoins, you may want to be a little bit more careful, right? Especially if you're trading altcoins against the Bitcoin pairing. If you're trading altcoins against USD pairing, well, you're golden then, because Bitcoin's going to go up. Well, altcoins are going to go up in their USD pairings as well. Now, I'm going to go through the daily, the 2-day, the 3-day, the 4-day, and the weekly time frame one by one, just to show you guys the high level picture and what we are waiting for. Okay, If you guys do want to play the daily time frame, well, essentially you're looking for around this 9,375 region, the daily 21 EMA, as a major level to be held. What's bullish about this picture over here right now, guys, is that we're not only holding the daily 21 EMA, but we're holding the daily 10K and we're holding the daily 10 SMA as well. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you can look at the 12-hour time frame and say, hey, you know what, we're holding the 21 EMA, the 10K, tested the key zone, bounced above all of it. If we take back the 12-hour 10 SMA, that could be a level that you could make a early decision on, right? An early decision on. But as you guys know, I'm waiting for the 2-day candle. But this is where things get really interesting. Okay, after this 12-hour candle closes over here, we're going to start a brand new 12-hour candle. It is very unlikely that we're going to close this 12-hour candle above the 10 SMA. However, the next 12-hour candle, we may close over the 10 SMA, right? Okay, so what does that line up with? Well, it actually does line up with us also closing a 2-day candle. So if we close a 12-hour candle above this region over here, which lines up with the 12-hour 10 SMA, as well as this massive resistance line at 9,650 that we've been talking about for a while now. And it's not just a diagonal, this line here at 9,650 is actually also a horizontal that I discussed, I think 2 videos ago. Please go ahead and watch that. Key level, very important level on the daily time frame. So we'll be clearing a 12-hour 10 SMA in 12 hours, the daily major level, as well as a 2-day candle above this possible bull flag that we have over here, right? But hey, we have to be patient. Only 12 hours more, and we're going to be seeing a lot of confluence if we can close a candle over here. Well, now we've looked at the 2-day. Oh, by the way, guys, quick recap: 2-day above the 10 SMA. That's what we are looking for, right? As long as we're holding 2-day candles above the 10 SMA, I am staying in my trade. What does that line up with? What do you know? 9,380, 9,350 region, our major monthly level. Okay. If you guys remember, we've been taking trades off the 2-day 21 EMA. Tried for this one, missed it, had to take it on the daily 21 EMA right over here at 8,450-ish, 8,550-ish. Took this one again over here at 8,650-ish, right? So again, this 2-day 21 EMA has been our guide. 2-day 200 moving average shoot. This entire cluster here is going to be really key. So if we lose this cluster, okay, we can go ahead and mark it out right now. We lose this cluster right here. Well, that's my trade towards the downside. That's when I look for this move. Okay, where's my brush? There you go. I look for this move here. Until then, I am either staying bullish about this region here, 9,350, neutral in this region over here, short in this region over here, right? Very simple. Don't need to complicate it. But remember, we're looking at the 2-day candle. 2-day candle, right? So we got to wait 2 days for each candle to close, and you need to have that patience. You need to not let the lower time frames distract you, because look at the 2-day here. Look how neat all of this looks, right? Yes, we had a little fakery over here, but overall, if you look at the 1 hour, which is for a lot of you guys are playing, like, do you want to play this? What is this, man? What is this? Like, this is literally the definition of a bot. Like, you could draw his face here. I could just do this and put a smile, and hey, you just got botted, right? So be very careful, guys. Be very careful playing the lower time frames. So we talked about the daily, right? Daily's looking good, by the way. 2-day looking good. 3-day now. What's going on over here? The 3-day is holding the 3-day 10 SMA really well as well. Anyways, as long as I would like to see this 3-day candle close above the 10 SMA, and guess what? When are we closing the 3-day? In 12 hours. So the next 12 hours, guys, is going to be very important. So be vigilant, be patient, be determined, and you guys can have just as good wins as Felix, Wouter, and hey, I've talked about Rob, right? Rob is like the superstar at Mango Seed, and again, he's a major success story. That came in to the Mango Seed program, and he's just been freaking killing it. Like, his progress has been by far the most, right? the most impressive compared to any other Mango Seed member. And yeah, he's an inspiration to all of us. And hey, now one of his best friends too, Wag, is beginning to impress too. So like, it's just amazing to see all of you guys do so well, man. And very soon, I'm pretty sure, I think like all of you will be out trading me, and you guys will be teaching me and taking tips I'll be taking tips from you guys. And I am looking for that so much, because like I think it was 3 years ago, I'd written an article on Medium called the education continuum, where I talked about how we go through these phases of education. Of the first phase is dependence, right? We're relying on our teachers and our professors to teach us. The next phase is independence, where we learn on our own, right? That's when you start doing your PhD, your masters and all. At least for my masters, guys, again, I respect my professors and everything, but the subject that I was tackling, my prof didn't know much at all. So I was independent in my research and my study. And the next phase after that is interdependence, right? So remember, dependence, the first stage, we're relying on our professors. Independence, we rely on ourselves. Interdependence is the stage I want to get the Mango community to, where we are actually brainstorming and turning into these master brainstorming sessions where we are all masters of our craft and we learn from each other. So that's the phase I want to take the Mango C program to. And I'm actually seeing that shape up now. I'd written about this years ago, and now that we're actually going that direction, it's yeah, I'm excited to learn from you guys, right? I'm excited to learn from all of you. So hey, I'm just excited overall. And I think it is really important to think about the good things that are going on in the world right now, because there's just so many things that are sad around us, very, very sad. And it's getting to me too, man. Some of the things that I'm beginning to see is just like, are you serious, man? What is going on? What is happening to this world? Haven't the millennials gone through enough? Haven't we gone through enough? Aren't we dealing with a hard enough world? It's about to get harder too now. So hey, at least we have Bitcoin. Bitcoin will save us. You don't need to be violent, guys. You can choose to opt out of the system. Buy Bitcoin. This is not financial advice though. Be careful. Do your own research. Alright, so that's Bitcoin USD on the 3-day. Let's go ahead and look at the 4-day, right? What have you been looking at? Hey, the 4-day 10 SMA. Holding it still, are we? Yes, we are. When are we holding it? When are we closing it? In 12 hours. So, oh my god, it is such an important candle that is coming up tomorrow, guys. Well, the next 12 hours. Wow. Now we can go ahead and take a look at the weekly. The weekly here is going to be really, really interesting, but hey, it's not closing in 12 hours. It's closing in 3 days and 12 hours. And we can take off this line over here for now. Oops, what am I doing? Let's go ahead and mark that out right away. I hope I'm recording this video on my... Yes, I am. Is my audio working? Seems like it. Okay, cool. Let's go. Yeah, the weekly. What's important about the weekly? Well, we took out these highs over here. We came and tested these candle closes over here. All well and good. All well and good. But what are we looking for now, guys? We're looking for that close into the weekly cloud, right? Let's go ahead and see what level is that coming in at. Weekly cloud is I can't see it over here. I do have that unmarked. 9,500-ish, 9,600-ish, right? So what if we see a convincing close, right? Preferably 9,700. A weekly close above 9,700. It's going to be spectacular for me. Spectacular. We see a convincing close above 9,700 on the weekly. I'll be looking for candles to be shooting all the way to the top of the cloud, 11,000, eventually 11,300. One of Krisha's targets, in fact. And hey, we do have a box marked out right over here, 11,500-ish. So let's go ahead and extend that top of the cloud. There we go, right? Eventually Bitcoin getting to that level, or perhaps a wick into these regions over here and closing within the cloud anyways. We could see that kind of volatility. I do think we're going to see some crazy volatility very, very soon, and it is going to cascade onto the altcoin market caps, in my opinion, too. I think coins like Chainlink, XTZ, Ethereum are all looking really, really good on their USD pairings, and usually I don't say this, but I do think they may outperform Bitcoin on the USD pairings, and by that logic, the Bitcoin pairings against these coins might be the trade to be looking at, right? So, oh yeah, I'll just go ahead and show you guys the Mango Research dashboard too, because somebody asked me a question about, no, it was in the comment section, one of Krisha's videos, that spent some time talking about how to use a dashboard. Well, I thought at the very least it was pretty self-explanatory, but maybe not. So essentially what you're looking for is, well, you're looking for when the trend switches either long or short, right? If it switches long on the daily time frame over here, it means that you have a trade opportunity on the daily. The returns column over here, guys, tells you how much you would have received if you took the trade when it was actually called, right? So you can look at the reversal date, for example, on Ethereum. It told you that, hey, we should be taking longs 8 days ago. If you took that trade 8 days ago, if you basically took the signal, or rather in confluence with everything else that you're looking at on your charts, don't use anything in isolation, guys. But if you follow this over here, you would have got a 16% return 8 days ago. ADA, that's the one we took. If you guys do remember, you would have received a 34% win, but we received more like 50%, right? I think on the 2-day time frame is 50%. There you go, right? So another example could be, okay, so let's look at Storm, for example. Storm right over here, 200% win. We can go ahead and see when Storm, let's say I'm just looking at Storm and be like, okay, cool, wow, this thing pumped 200%. When did it give me the signal? Well, it gave you the signal, in fact, holy crap, man. Jesus. So if you took the trade, it gave you the signal 3 days ago on the BTC pairing, and you would have received 62%, right? And against Bitcoin, that too, against Bitcoin. If you took the trade on the USD pairing, it gave you the call 15 days ago. And again, this lines up with the whole patience and determination aspect I was talking about earlier this morning. But hey, to be honest, I would have been just waiting for the Bitcoin pairing trade over here. You guys know I'd rather have confluence between both. So the one way you could be looking at it is, okay, the USD pairing is telling me it's a green light to go long. Then I'll be looking at the Bitcoin pairing. Ooh, it just switched, right? So 3 days ago, I'd be checking on this every day and be like, oh wow, 3 days ago on June 2nd, it actually flipped long. I would have taken the trade perhaps on June 2nd, or maybe I'd look for something else to confluence with my system, maybe the Mango ribbon or something, the Ichimoku. It doesn't matter, right? It depends on your system in confluence with the Mango dashboard, right? And then you put on the trade that way. So that's how I'd be using it. Again, you can pick the time frame you want, right? Is it the 2-day you're looking for? Is it the daily? Is it the 12-hour that you're looking for? Over here, the 12-hour and the daily is pretty much the same. Let's go ahead and see the 4-hour. 4-hour would have given you a call a day ago, right? So another way, by the way, you could use it is, hey, I got my first call on the daily. Okay, the 4-hour hasn't switched yet, but I do want to add to my position when the 4-hour does switch. That's a way you could add to your position. These are ways that even I've been learning to play with the dashboard, guys. Just like the Mango Vine, right? We're going to keep learning new ways to make it more powerful. So I'm excited to listen to what you guys think as well. If you guys have discovered any cool ways to use it, please let me know. Until then, do it the Mango way, do the stress-free way. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.